Welcome to the Counselor's Office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. We are live on YouTube, Mr. Gaming Counselor, and also on Twitter and Twitch. But we are live, and we're going to check out the Destiny 2 Renegades reveal, Ash and Iron. That's right. Plot twist. I already know Ash and Iron is bad. I was on lunch and I could see people talking about it, and I already know people are glazing the shit out of this reveal before I have even seen it. I already know people are glazing the shit out of it. I want to start off this. I want to lay some ground rules because I have not seen the reveal. I want to just make it very abundantly clear. I don't give a shit that it has Star Wars stuff in it. And what I mean is, I'm not going to fondle the ball sack of this expansion in this reel because, oh, Star Wars. And I know that is hard to do for some people who literally are deep-throating Star Wars. Like, if they did an expansion based on Halo, I would lose my shit. I would absolutely lose my fucking mind if it... we'll go ahead and have some music in the background while we talk for a minute. I would absolutely lose my fucking mind. So I get it. I understand. I don't hate Star Wars. I like Star Wars. Force Unleashed, one of my favorite games of all time when it comes to Star Wars. Mando was fine. I think The Force Unleashed was all right, mostly because it was nostalgia bait. And I thought the last two were the worst fucking Star Wars movies we've ever had. Star Wars has been very hit and miss. It's not been very overly popular to me. So just because it has Star Wars, I'm not going to glaze the nuts. I'm going to analyze and give you a brutally honest take and response to Destiny itself. And before we even get started on other things, I thought I had it up already. I thought I had it up. Hold on. I thought I had Google. Let's open up a different page then. What is the difference between inspiration and copying? The difference leads to something new, original, while copying results in a direct replication of existing work with no unique contributions. Let's keep this in mind as we watch this. Is this inspiration, or is this just we're copying shit and putting it in Destiny? Is it a copy, or is it like an inspired thing? Let's find out. We're going to find out. But yes, I'm going to judge the merits of this by itself and not actually by because Star Wars. Ooh, Star Wars. Listen, I'm not gonna stick my thumb and go, Star Wars is the best thing I ever seen. I don't give a shit about what content creators say because they're gonna shill out. Their job absolutely depends on this popping off. They're gonna shill. So I'm gonna give you a very shill-like response. If it's good, it's good, and I'm gonna tell you it's good. If it's ass, it's ass. If it's all right, I'm gonna tell you it's all right. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Edge was really fucking bad. And content creators gassed the shit out of that expansion. So keep that in mind. Also, before we even watch this is one reveal. Remember, this is the same company that has run a broken game into the ground. So don't sit there and be like, oh, Destiny saved. Everyone said that about fucking Edge of Fate. So let's get into it. We're going to watch it. I'm going to react as we go. All right, I have volume on max for this. Chat is going to sound off as we go. Let's do it together. All right, here we go.
All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, Guardians. Welcome. My name is Dylan. I'm going to be your host today. And happy 11-year anniversary to Destiny 1's launch.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure to cover that at the very top because it's kind of mine.
Guys, do you think we're going to celebrate the 11 years of Destiny by them giving us a code that we can then go buy and spend at their shop? We can give them money like they did last year. Let's find out.
Melting. 11 years of Destiny. Had no idea we'd be here. Today we have a ton to talk through, so we're going to rush through this. No, we aren't going to rush. But we have Renegades. We have some really cool stuff to talk about that's going to be coming in December. We have a wonderful update from our development team. We've been listening. We're looking at your feedback, and we actually have some plans that are coming together right
it's never a good sign when they start off with we're actually listening. It is so hard for me to take what that is for any value at all, especially since this is already like the past and the present. Ash of Iron is a molting dumpster fire. The whole we're listening, I don't know about that.
To address it since Edge of Fate launched. And then we also have on the second half of the show, we're going to be looking at Ash and Iron. We'll have a bunch of devs on the couch. We're going to talk about the activities, the loot, and potentially a new exotic that you might have been asking about. So without further ado, Robbie, how you doing? Welcome back to the couch.
Hey, Dylan, it's great to be here. And like you were talking here in the intro, like we've got some really big changes coming based on all the feedback we've been getting from the Edge of Fate that we'll talk about right after we give a little bit of a first look at Renegades here. And that's why we got our laptops, right? There's a lot to get through, and there's a lot to talk about. So we're just got to make.
I'm already not liking this.
And are making sure
I
we're
fucking
gonna
hate
get
this.
through it all. So
I
we've been
already
hard at
hate it.
work on collaborating with our friends at Lucasfilm Games to make something that is like unmistakably Star Wars, but authentically a Destiny story and experience. And so today we get to start pulling back the curtain on that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to embrace my inner Scarrow and ask, Robbie, is there a Vidoc?
I really wish I had a bingo board because right off the rip, we're starting to name content creators. Just shut the fuck up about them.
Yeah, so you all asked for it. You're going to get it. We're about to play a Vidoc. That is our first look at the Lawless Frontier.
Oh, good.
You're stepping into a world of criminals, shady deals, with an arsenal at your disposal that you'll only be able to find within a black market here that's emerged within Seoul. And so, yeah, let's take our first look at Renegades.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Seeing how stunningly Star Wars it felt was electric.
We're not even a couple seconds in. We're not even a couple fucking seconds. What the fuck did I just hover over?
Felt was electric.
I just
Okay.
May the 4th be.
I don't give a shit. Show me the star. Show me. You should show it to us. Throw it. Show us the gameplay. Yeah. Hey guys, does this look familiar to you? Looks familiar to you, right? Man, it's almost like Fortnite. You get the point. Y'all get the point. I want to see them actually use the fucking Star Wars, the lightsaber. Here it is. Here's your Star Wars right here. Guys, this is Destiny. This is the next expansion right here. Isn't it exciting? Isn't this exciting? It's hey guys, look, Star Wars. Okay, now I'm being an ass, but you like that's the first fucking thing I see is that. I think Fortnite. Holy shit, dude.
jumped into that walker and I just annihilated the encounter.
Squeezing that trigger and feeling that blaster just go off.
Guys, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. There's a difference from inspiration.
It was like a whole
inspiration.
new world opened up for me.
There's something really that you'll only be able
What am I?
Was electric.
So, stormtroopers, lightsabers.
Walker and I just annihilated the encounter.
Was it the ATT or whatever it's called? Walker. It's one of the walkers. Brother, can we go back to let's go back to the definition of inspiration versus copying. That is a fucking walker. It is a copy. It's not even like inspired. It's literally a one for fucking one. Even the sound is fucking the same. That is not inspiration, you dumb fucks.
Squeezing that trigger and feeling that blaster just go off. It was like a whole new world opened up for me.
By the way, I'm not surprised that there's a Star Wars looking gun We knew it was coming. I'm not surprised.
There's something really special here that we haven't really done in Destiny before.
That ignition, that hiss, that sound.
The same.
Oh, it's like
It's not even inspired. It's the same fucking movement they do in the movies.
that. Okay.
Huh?
We begin in the shadow of a prophecy that says our end
Is that a Death Star? Is that a fucking Death Star? Not Death Star, but a cruiser from Star Wars. This is a fucking cruiser? It's not even inspiration. It's fucking Star Wars. What the fuck? Also, why is it Mars?
That
This
sound.
Oh, it's like that.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so like that. We're great at our jobs. Infiltrating the lawless frontier. It is crazy that we're going back to the moon when what is the Tangle Shore? What is the Tangle Shore? Oh, the Tangle Shore is a lawless asteroid wasteland on the outskirts. Wow. It's a lawless land. It's almost like we already have a place for lawlessness. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how we already have a lawless place called fucking the Tangle Shore and they removed it? But hey, because it looks more Star Wars, guys, because it's more Star Wars to have red sand, we gotta go to Mars. Guys, it's not inspiration unless it's looking exactly like fucking Star Wars.
we begin in the shadow.
This is
of a
so
prophecy
shameless.
That says our
By the way, this is when you have run out of ideas. I want you all to know this is when you dangle the keys because you're desperate for people to come back to your game. You're so desperate because you have narratively run yourself in a corner that you are desperate to use another IP to save your shitty game. Unless you're Fortnite, in which case your IP is literally just made up of a bunch of other IPs in a fun build game.
end is already written. It's here we draw a line in the sand, where we start the long journey to fight our fate. In Renegades, Guardians infiltrate a criminal underworld to save a friend whose past has caught up with him and disrupt the
The Drifter is Han Solo. It's not even inspired. It's literally, they literally are taking, by the way, we already have a game like this. It's called Star Wars Outlaws. That already exists. Holy shit.
rise of powerful new enemies. In special collaboration with
They really are. I was joking about the Cabal being stormtroopers, but they really are stormtroopers. No fucking way.
Hiss, that sound.
No fucking way. Give me I need to see a close up. I know I'm moving around.
Where we start the long journey.
I need to see a close up. No fucking way. Cabal really are fucking stormtroopers.
To save a friend whose past has caught up with him and disrupt the rise of powerful new enemies. In special collaboration with Lucasfilm.
They turned the Cabal into stormtroopers. Oh, brother. Guys, instead of coming up with a brand new faction, we're just going to make the Cabal look like stormtroopers. Wow. We're really innovating here.
We took inspiration from Star Wars to craft a one-of-a-kind Destiny story.
I'm going to make a very safe bet that we're not getting any abilities, like actual abilities. And my best guess is that it's just going to be some planetary bullshit like Matter Spark, because if they had anything like massive, they would have showed it already.
Renegades.
Oh, look, guys, it's an AT&T or whatever the hell it's called, the Walkers.
Of a space western to Destiny, But
I think-
Renegades isn't just about power. It's about what you're willing to risk to change the future.
You know, you know what? I'm willing to risk Bungie losing their jobs for a better Destiny. I'm willing to risk that.
The folks at Lucasfilm were such great collaborators. They understood that in order for this to work, we had to find where the Venn diagram of our two stories meet. Themes of underdogs rising up against something much larger.
It is crazy. It is crazy that the narrative leader continues to has made the mistake of calling us underdogs when we've killed literal gods. We killed the fucking witness. At what point are we no longer the underdogs? At what point are we not the fucking underdogs? We killed gods, for Pete's sake.
Than themselves. Themes of hope.
We're good at our jobs, by the way.
Those little places in that Venn diagram.
I also think it's funny that this reveal is just the two people we always fucking see. Can we just take a look? Just take a look. Can we just? Oh, I don't know what's going on there, but let's just take a look. Let's just follow this back.
We had to find where the Venn diagram.
Let's just roll this back. Let's just roll this back.
Themes of underdogs rising up against something much larger than themselves. Themes of hope.
When you want to know who the fuck is working at Bungie, it's these two and that one guy over there. This is a perfect example of who's running Destiny right now. These three people. All these computers, and I know I'm being very, very facetious right now, just so we're clear. I'm not stupid. There's gonna be that one guy who's like, oh my God, all you sit there recording. I'm being facetious for a reason, dumbass. But no, it is funny. Oh my God. Hey, is this game being made by AI? Yes. The answer is yes.
Those little places in that Venn diagram were the ones that really helped us find the story that we want to tell together.
If you look at Star Wars and you look at Destiny,
what the fuck
kind of
is
see
that?
Parallel that exists. So, for instance, our Dredgen, they're our Sith.
Pretty Sithy.
Yeah, and then you've got the Baron Imperium.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm gonna be very honest. Even though there's supposed to be this is completely different than the ones we saw. This armor still looks fucking badass. Now it pisses me the fuck off that these are Cabal. This guy right here could have been something else. We could have had a different enemy faction. I feel like we could have. Sure, we already have big bulky aliens called Cabal. Could we have other big bulky aliens and make them something else? Hell yeah. It is, the design is chef's kiss. It looks fucking bad fucking ass. This guy looks like I would love to I don't know, have armor like that as a Titan. He looks so fucking badass. But why the fuck is it wasted on a fucking Cabal?
And they are very, very Empire-like. Yes. They have a huge appetite for expansion.
Yeah, why is this fucking the Cabal, bro? How often do we need the Cabal? We just had the Shadow Legion. Now we have the Red Legion, and now we have the Stormtrooper Legion.
I think of the Praxic Order. There are Jedi in this release, and they are,
of course they
really
are,
focused on order and law and understanding that there is a binary in our universe.
Very inspired, guys. We're very inspired.
Of good and evil. We get to poke at that a little bit in a way that suits our story and our world, while still feeling very much like the inspiration that we're calling from. Edge of Fate leaves us with a really big pass forward into the future. We know of this prophecy now that tells us that we need to bind the Nine or we face extinction. And Drifter was there on Kepler. He saw all of this.
Not running from this one.
Yeah, we got to see Butthole Monster.
That there's a connection between the Nine and the rise of this new faction, the Baron Imperium. He sees them rising at an unnaturally fast rate. And
inspired, guys, inspired.
His insistence that there's a problem, but the Vanguard isn't listening. They're insisting that he needs to stand down.
Inspired, guys.
The cool thing about this criminal underworld is you and Drifter and your crew, you come in at the bottom. And at the top, there's the Barrett Imperium. You need to work with all these.
So we have the Emperor. And then what? I'm sorry, why do these look like the anyone seen the old Mario Bros movie and you have the Goombas or where that's what they look like, except without the funny small heads. These are the Goomba monsters. That's what they are. That's what it looks like. It's the dudes, except that their heads were bigger. It's literally them. That design reminds me. I have to do it. I have to find it. Mario Bros movie Goomba. Yeah! There it is! Go back. That's what it is. You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it, dude. Oh, no. You can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Oh, no.
Crooked shit. Syndicates in between.
Okay, this is really cool designed. Like, this is actually really cool. Don't get me wrong. This would be also cool if this was just not the fucking fall and we had a new alien species, but that's cool. It looks neat.
Earning your power, building up the notoriety, getting the gear that you need to take down.
I'm sorry.
Building up the notoriety.
Is that Vex playing cards? Oh no, this is bad.
Getting the gear that you
There's no fucking way that they have. What is going on?
At the top.
There's a
what is going on?
That the Barrett Imperium have made, and we need to be the ones.
They really did make the Death Star. There is no fucking way they made the Death Star. There's no fucking way. There is no fucking way they made a Death Star. Guys, remember the difference between inspiration and copying someone's homework. I think we can all tell that this is copying someone's fucking homework. By the way, we've not seen any actual like gameplay activities. So based on the story alone, this is already hot garbage to me. When you're copying, like I want to play Destiny, I don't want to play fucking Star Wars. If I want to play Star Wars, I'll play fucking Star Wars. Now, this is just literally, that's all it is. It's like, guys, can I copy your homework? I'm going to make it slightly different so no one notices it. Like I'm going to fudge it a little bit, but it's going to be the exact same fucking answer.
Barrett Imperium have made, and we need to be the ones to destroy it.
Oh, of course we do.
We're not going to be able to do that unless we work with exactly the kind of people that we normally fight. So we're going to head out to the lawless frontier and one shot.
Guys, we're going to join up Luke Skywalker and we're going to battle the Sith on the Death Star. Yeah.
Stop at a time.
We're going to be that guy. What if there actually is like Sith and you actually do fight like a? What if there is Sith? What if there are? Rule the frontier.
The lawless frontier is filled with big, chaotic, cooperative activities.
Okay.
You're going to choose the job. You're going to choose which renegade abilities you're going to take into those jobs.
Of course, they're going to. By the way, it's not abilities, it's mechanics. Don't let Bungie gaslight you. We already know from Dark Matter, it doesn't fucking translate to anything else. It's not abilities, it's mechanics. There are no abilities. They just want to make you feel like you're buying something of value and you're not. These are mechanics attached to the fucking world. We already know, thanks to Edge of Fate, we already know this is a fucking lie. Don't get scanned by Bungie. These are not abilities. These are mechanics.
And then you're going to drop into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as you can, and then get out or die trying.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat what you just said? I promise I won't interrupt you.
The lawless frontier is filled with big, chaotic, cooperative activities.
Okay.
You're going to choose the job. You're going to choose which renegade abilities you're going to take into those jobs.
Which is a lie.
And then you're going to drop into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as you can, and then get out or die trying.
Okay.
To do that, you're going to go to the Lost Frontier Hollow map. You'll see Mars, Europa, and Venus with swamps that are very reminiscent of Dagobah. There's some hints of Hoth.
Guys, it's funny that they mention maps. I guarantee you're not actually going to go to these planets. It's going to be something in the fucking portal.
In Europa, right?
Yeah.
For fans of both Star Wars and Destiny, like Mars, which is some pits that are very reminiscent of Sarlacc pits. You don't wanna fall
Yeah,
into them.
guys, very inspired. I mean, actually, that is more inspired because it's not like an actual Sarlacc pit. But I would say that was probably the most inspired thing I've seen so far that isn't almost a one for fucking one.
You'll die.
These are Destiny locations. It's just we're taking inspiration from some of these iconic places in Star Wars.
Let's say we
It's not even inspired. That's literally the thing, the dust, whatever the hell it's called. That's literally what that looks like.
go to Mars, and you're gonna pick a bounty hunting job for the Fallen to take out some Cabal. And then you either matchmake with people online, you take your crew with you, you can play solo. Every time
Okay.
you drop in, you might be in a different location on the map. Your objectives are
The gun looks cool.
gonna be a little different
That
each
looks
time,
cool.
and it also might be a different time of day.
Wait, that's the armor? Looks like fucking shit.
Variety and richness within, and you're gonna pick a bounty hunting job.
No, I
for
look
the
at the
Fallen to
armor.
take
This
out
looks
some
like
Cabal.
garbage.
And then you either matchmake with people online, you take your crew with you, you can play solo.
What the
Every
fuck
time you
is
drop in,
this?
you
Why does it look like fucking ass?
might be in a different location
That looks bad
on the
too.
map. Your objective
Motherfucker, you have access to like the Mandalorian armor. At least make it look Mando-like. This looks like fucking shit. Why is it always the destination armor looks like fucking ass, but all the good shit goes in the Eververse? Even though this is paid content, you pay 40 fucking bucks for this. Well, at least make the armor look good. Holy shit. What is this? It looks like we're going to fucking McDonald's. What is this? Welcome to McDonald's. Can I get you some egg? Can I get you extra cheese on your burger?
are gonna be a little different each time, and it also might be a different time of day. So there's a lot of variety and richness within these activities. We want them to be highly replayable.
Oh, guys, you can now play in the dark or you can play at night. It only took us like how many fucking years, but we now have day-night cycles.
Along the way, we're gonna throw a bunch of curveballs. You might run into a missile tower that's trying to take you out from halfway across the map. And you have to like divert and take it out, and you get some extra credits out of that.
All right, let's seriously analyze the activity. Like, is this is the shit you're going to be obviously playing? It feels like this is what Sieve was to Edge of Fate, as this is going to be to Renegades. So Sieve was absolutely just an abomination. So what does the gameplay of this actually entail? That's what I care about. Is the gameplay fun? The story can be fucking ass, but you're spending $4. What are the actual activities that are coming with it? So let's just like give a fair shake. Like,
Get some extra credits out of that. Defeat your boss, get to the exfil with whatever time you've got left.
okay.
Call your ship in. All hell drops in on your head from the Cabal. Your ship
Why does this feel like it's Gambit? Like it's Gambit 2.0, but I do like that there's a shit ton of dudes. I like this. I dig this. We need more horde mode activities like Onslaught. So I'm down for this shit. Like I get like this actually, I'm all for this. I just want to be honest. This is, I like this. The more an activity where they're throwing shit at you.
flies in.
Great.
You hop aboard and you got to exfil.
Over the course of the campaign and deep into the post-game of Renegades, you're going to be unlocking and earning a bunch of different Renegade abilities.
Mechanics. Again, it's a lie. It's a scam. It's mechanics.
We've got things like airstrikes,
That's a mechanic.
Cabal drop pods,
That's a mechanic.
vehicles like the Cabal walkers.
That's a vehicle. That's not even an ability. That's literally just a fucking vehicle. And unlike your Sparrow and your Skimmer, you're not going to be able to summon that in like any place outside of this activity.
Interceptors, swoop bikes, turrets. We've got 9 abilities, 7 upgrades.
Again, turrets, That's a mechanic.
There's a ton of stuff that you can bring in and just change how things play.
It's like a tech tree of options.
It's like a whole tree of options.
Which has no impact outside of the game besides just this activity. I want you to remind everyone, Edge of Fate, they highlighted dark matter, and no one has given a shit about dark matter at all. So do not, like, just I want to make this very clear. People are going to get smoked the copium on this. They're going to gluck 5,000. Just remember, dark matter was fucking ass, and it doesn't go outside of Kepler.
Across support, defensive, and offensive abilities, so the player's going to have a lot to play with here.
The Lawless Frontier isn't just about raw power. It's about influence. Shady backroom deals.
It's even better from this perspective. It's even better, man. It's even better. I need a side-by-side for the shit. Oh no! I need a side-by-side. I need this now. It's the same shit. It's a fucking Goomba. I'm sorry. This is just never not going to be the funny. It's never going to not be funny to me. What is this fucking shit? It's the fucking Goomba from Mario Bros. I would never unsee this shit. It's the fucking Goomba. What I miss, Zabo, what you missed is that they put fucking Goombas from Mario Bros. Movie into the game. That's what they did. They put the fucking Goomba in the game. Yeah! Woo! This is the shit I paid for, baby! Mario Bros. Music intensifies. Where's Bowser? Guys, you thought this was a Star Wars crossover? No, it's actually a Mario Bros. Movie crossover. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. Sorry. I just had to. It's so hard not to unsee it now. Like every time I see this, I'm going to think that's a fucking Goomba.
Working for these powerful syndicates and against them at different times. And all of this takes place at the heart of the criminal underworld and Tharsis Outpost.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
They've been off saving the world, and they haven't been looking at Tharsis. It's changed a lot since the last time we were there.
It's now this
What the
thriving
fuck is
black
that?
market, this criminal underworld.
Whoa! Goomba.
Tharsis Junction became Tharsis Outpost. If you have an unsavory job that you need done,
Oh, there's a spider. I was wondering his ass is going to show up.
Tharsis Outpost feels appropriate for both Star Wars and for us. When we looked at Mos Eisley as inspiration, we knew that we could play in that playground in a really fun way. From the ghosts that you'll see floating.
If they don't give I want a fucking explanation why the fuck the Vex are just fucking off here.
Around to one Elixni with all four of his Elixni arms shaking up drinks. We took that.
By the way, I'm not throwing shit. Like, obviously, this is, they said, very inspired. We already had this kind of vibe way back, like Season of the Splicer, where you had Mithrax and Drifter sharing drinks in the bar. Like, I won't be honest. This means nothing to me. Like, oh my God, they're copying Star Wars. They already kind of did this way back in the day. So, like, this is a nothing burger to me. What fucking pisses me off is why the fuck are the Vex there?
Inspiration, and we found the Destiny spin on it.
They actually took the time to. They spent dev resources just to make sure that the fallen bartender knows how to be a bartender. This is the shit that Bungie focuses all their time and detail into, instead of actually making sure the game fucking works. I cannot believe what the fuck. Now that's fucking stupid.
Criminal syndicates have moved in.
You're working with the syndicates. You are building your notoriety with them.
The 3 different syndicates that we created, we're going to be dealing with. The Pikers are Elixni. They're kind of like an anarchist biker gang. Unlike other Elixni, they're atheists. They don't worship machines.
Of course, they gotta be atheist. Man, I'm glad. They're atheists. They don't believe in the traveler.
They follow relics. We've also got the Totality Division, a subsect of the Barrent Imperium. They're run by Scions.
Goombas! I'm sorry, I will never not see them as Goombas.
Their Enforcer Rao is going to be the leader of this group. And we've got Tharsis Reformation. They are a breakaway group from Maya's Vex. They're starting to think for themselves and figure out what it means to be an individual.
There's
a super advanced, hyper intelligent collective mind being gets its own individuality. And the first fucking thing it does is become a gambling drunkard. Like, they become gamblers. They're hanging around in the underbelly like a rogue. This super intelligent, advanced species, this faction known for time fucking travel, gets its own individuality, and you're telling me they become good for nothing fucking bums? Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking off? This has got to be the dumb. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the idea of Vex having individuality sounds fucking badass, but this ain't fucking it. Guys, they're so intelligent. They're so big brain. Now they have their own personality, and the first fucking thing they want to do is wear fucking clothes, even though they're fucking robots. They're robots where their identity is fucking cum. That's it. Their body is a shell. They're fucking cum and a robot, but they want to wear fucking clothes?
starting to do crime. They're wearing clothes.
Crime and wearing clothes are what all individuals do.
What good crime and wearing clothes? That's individuality means clock. Would have made sense is exos. Exos make sense because they're humans in a robot body. It would have made sense that there was an exo faction that we had to work with. Like it wouldn't be perfect because it makes the perfect sense. But the Vex, the first time they actually get their own personalities and they become just thugs. God, guys, I know I'm so excited for the next DLC, where the next DLC is a crossover between Destiny and Rock Band. I'm so excited. Guys, we're doing a crossover between Destiny and Rock Band, and we're also going to throw in some hip hop songs. But you may notice your favorite rapper, Lil Vex. That's right. There's going to be a Vex pop and rap like Snoop Dogg. What? Isn't that cool? Fuck you.
We need to have new people to fight and new people to root for. And this was our opportunity.
But the heart of the Renegade fantasy is not just surviving the lawless frontier. It's garnering influence and building your power so that you can bend it to your will.
In the endgame, we get the best weapons, the best armor, the coolest exclusive cosmetics. You're gonna need to work with the Syndicates to increase your notoriety by completing jobs successfully along with the crew, and then doing so you'll unlock our highest risk, highest reward jobs. And at the same time, you're gonna have the ability to do the special job that'll take you off planet to the dungeon.
Oh, the dungeon. Well, at least the dungeon isn't like the Star Wars thing. It's just, it's just another Sundered Doctrine. Seriously? We just had Sundered Doctrine as a dungeon. We're doing another darkness theme, like pyramid-esque dungeon? Like, brother, are we fucking kidding me? Are you joking? We just had a pyramid style dungeon and we're doing it again? Fuck sakes, dude.
And you'll also unlock Invasion.
That's right.
What the heck is Invasion?
back. But this doesn't work like
Invasion is back. We're playing fucking Gambit. Gambit's back.
Gambit. It's opt-in. The invader has some initiative when invasion begins. This is more strategic.
You scan the
So it's
battlefield,
Gambit.
And you're like, okay, is this the right time for me to take the shot?
This is
And what's the
Gambit.
right
You're playing
tool
Gambit.
for me to do it. Do I use an airstrike or a vehicle? Do I use
So it's
a couple?
so people had problems with fucking Gambit, so we decided to do that, but fucking worse because now you get to do all these mechanics that fucking just want to make you just beeline and jump off a fucking cliff. Great. Praise be! Gambit, baby! We're playing Gambit! Woo! Gambit 2.0! Gambit Divers! Hell yeah! Gambit Divers! Fuck yeah! I've not played Helldivers. I've seen a little bit, but now that you're talking about it, it does look like Helldivers.
A walker.
Just watch out for that double cross.
Yeah.
Double cross. So it's not even fucking inspired, dude. That's literally Star Wars. And like, what the fuck? It's literally Star Wars. It's hard to be excited
Renegades
for this
marks
shit.
The Guardian's descent into a criminal underworld.
I fucking hate the face. Goomba. I'm sorry, I can't even take this shit funny seriously because of the fucking Goomba. I can't take this shit serious. It's a fucking Goomba from Mario. By the way, this is none of this is like this is dog shit, by the way. This is the only thing I'm finding humorous. So let me have my laugh because I would be crying inside if it wasn't for this. It's a fucking Goomba.
A world of shadows and syndicates where your light and your choice.
Honestly, it's just a reskin Brig. No, it's not. Reskin Brig doesn't shoot out, make pew pew sounds and lasers. Like, and it looks verbatim what a walker does. It's literally a walker. Brigs have like more functionality than that. Now, obviously, the Brigs from heavy metal are a different, like obviously different tech. But like when you're fighting an actual Brig, it does more than what the Walker does from Star Wars. Like it flies up the air, it does a whole lot of shit. It's a mech. You're talking about a mech versus the Star Wars leg walker that shoots out like pew pews.
Choices will cut a path.
I know I pissed off anyone that's a diehard fan that I described a walker that way. There it is. AT. That's what it is. Okay, I was calling it AT&T. Like the phone, like the service AT&T. It's an AT. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I was just calling AT&T.
Path forward. You'll fight dirty, break the rules, and build a hardened crew that can take on any job, standing up to the most ruthless.
I fucking hate the lightsaber. Fucking hate it. By the way, I have the wrong fucking screen on. Sorry, chat. You have a time to talk. Oh man, Superman. By the way, Bungie's really good at making shit look good, and I guarantee it's not gonna look this good. I fucking hate everything about this.
Even in the darkest corners of this world, there's still a glimmer of hope. Guardians will have to find their own version of balance between loyalty and survival, between power.
No, it's AT. Thank you.
And purpose. Because there's
ATST. I have AT. You know what? Let's just solve this before. Every time I see that. Star Wars AT Walker. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. That's the AT Walker. This is the ST. Yeah. Okay. There it is. This all-terrain scout trooper. ATST. All-terrain scout transport. That's what it's called. There we go. I got you guys. Don't worry. Everyone out there, you've been screaming in the void. It's an ATST Walker. By the way, at least I got Walker correctly, so don't be hating me. I got it right. By the way, Goomba.
There's more at play than credits and contracts. Forces are on the move.
Okay, that's badass. Why? Why? But why is it a cabal? It could be its own enemy type. It could have been like this cool cyborg enemy. Like this looks cool. Like that looks cool, man.
Ones that see you not just as
Yeah,
a player.
why is Bungie so scared to make a new faction? I know they did Dread, but like a new faction for the new saga.
but as a piece on the board.
What the fuck is this?
To change the future, you'll have to become the one thing they never saw coming.
No. 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 No! They actually did it! What the fuck? It's the Death Star and a freaking Sith Lord! Oh my god! Oh my god! They actually did Luke fucking Skywalker and a fucking Sith Lord!
Engines. Take off as soon as you can.
Oh my fucking god. What fucking dog shit. Guys, remember, inspiration versus fucking copying. I think we can safely say Bungie stole Lucasfilm's homework. And guess what? They can do that because they paid for the IP rights. That's the difference between inspiration and paying for IP rights to copy. That's the difference. If you're doing something that's inspired, you don't have to pay royalties for it. Inspiration does not equal you have to pay for IP rights. You don't have to pay for the copyrights. You don't. If that's the case, then half the shit that Bungie's done that looks similar, like, again, the Halo stuff was inspired, but they didn't have to pay for it. They didn't have to pay Halo 3 studios to make things that are inspired. Like, we even have the Halo Energy Sword, half of it, but it's very obvious what it is, but it's inspired. That's inspired. This is paying for copyright to use the rights to copy someone's homework. You paid someone, hey, here's $5, let me buy your homework. And that's what this is. And this is a great instance when you drive yourself in a corner, your narrative team sucks dick, and you need some reason to have people come back to your fucking game. This is it. What a literal pile of fucking shit. I guarantee people will come, they will consume this content, and then they will fucking leave. Unless Bungie comes out like Star Trek crossover or Family Guy crossover or Dora the fucking Explorer. How expensive would it have to be to acquire rights to Star Wars? Well, first off, Star Wars is not doing so hot, so I'm sure they're doing business with anyone they can, because Star Wars is probably losing a lot of fucking money. Like, they've had some really they had shitty movies, they've had shitty TV shows, and some of the games have just not, like Outlaws has not done well. Though, let's be honest, those games, they get paid for people to use their IP, so they don't lose any money. They just get that money up front. And you got to think, Bungie has paid for this up front. All this has been paid for up front. Bungie has already used what money they had for this, so which is why they keep milking the Star Wars shit as much as they can. They're going to continue to milk it as long as they can because they paid for it. And there's a fucking X-Wing. You guys, it's not even fucking inspired. This is literally copying someone's homework. This is not inspired. This is literally copying someone's homework. You're not that, like, people need to get an education. Like, here's the funny thing is, like, what is the current IQ of the world? What is the current IQ of the world? The average in the United States. Let's just do the average. What's the average? Average IQ. That's just the average. We're 77th. By the way, we're 77th when it comes to IQ, and it makes fucking sense. Oh no, it's so fucking bad. It's so fucking It's so bad. What is
All right,
this shit?
welcome back. Sorry, I love Vidocs. I gotta stop looking at chat. Let's get the show on the road. So pre-orders for the new Renegade Standard Edition start right now. And we actually have some added bonuses. Even if you pre-ordered the, what do we got? Year of Prophecy Edition.
Guys, if you're going to buy this, go to the dark web, the black market, whatever. Get this shit for like $40 for both expansions or cheaper. I'm not going to tell you where or how. For the love of God, if you're going to buy this just to see, don't give Bungie your money. Go to the black market. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but get that shit cheap. All right, and also, a shout out to Cannonball for the 10. I'm going to read your stuff in a minute, so just hold off on that.
You have 2 additional cosmetics that are going live today with the patch. The Starside Introduction Emblem and a new exotic ship, which we call the Renegade Leader.
Yeah.
You're going to see it on the screen right now. And
Very
ask a
inspired.
silly question. What are we looking at?
I mean, I think we're kind of looking at something that looks like an X-wing here a little bit, maybe a little red leaf.
A little bit?
I mean,
a little bit. A little bit. No. A little bit is saying that Cabal looked like a Goomba. That is saying that it looks a little bit like a Goomba. That's a little bit. This is a fucking X-Wing.
Right?
That is a fucking X-Wing. There's no little bit. The Goomba, that's a little bit, right? Cabal looking like Goombas, that's a little bit. This is a fucking full-blown ass
thing. Had a lot
thing.
of fun with. So we wanted to build like an iconic ship, Dylan, that kicked off the road to Renegades here over the next few months. And what's cool about this is you're actually going to see your ship, whatever ship you have equipped, that's going to be flying by when you deploy your Renegade abilities in the Lawless Frontier. And also,
that is a good question, Travis. What is actually different from an X-Wing?
You're going to be using your ship to...
They should have made it, like, they should have put, like, 20 wings so they could call it a 20-winger.
Go between different areas within the Plaguelands here in the Reclaim activity that's launching today as well.
Awesome. So with, pre-orders talked about, let's dive into the Vidoc. Robbie, where are we starting?
Yeah, so I think it's like probably best. There's so much like to do a really...
By the way, I will say that I appreciate the Vidoc. I think that was a good choice. I'm a fair man. I think they succinctly covered everything, and it wasn't about the portal. All of that was about just the expansion. None of it had fucking to do with the portal. That is phenomenal. I will give up. That's it. That is the only shit that I'm praising about what they just showed was the fact that it was a Vidoc and not a bunch of devs circle jerking each other.
Kind of quick overview of what we looked at here. So Renegades...
I also appreciate they showed the empty building because that represents what's going on in Bungie right now.
Thrust you and your crew into the heart of a Lawless Frontier that's emerged around Mars, Europa, and Venus.
That is a good point. They mentioned the pre-orders and they added more to it. Please, guys, please pre-order. Please. We need the money.
New locations across those places. And you're trying to keep up with Drifter, ultimately, who's chasing startling visions of calamity and rumors of a powerful new Cabal faction that's rising, the Barren Imperium. That Imperium's installed themselves as top dog in the criminal underworld.
I'm sorry. So the linking between Mars and the Star Wars shit and the giant butthole monster is that Drifter is now having visions. That has got to be the most bullshit linking I have ever heard. Why not just throw a train at him? Bungie loves throwing trains that make no fucking sense. Throw a fucking train at him.
Convinced that the Nine is involved with the...
In fact, throw a train at him, and then inside the train has a bunch of red sand so that they just magically know, oh shit, it's an invitation to go to Mars.
Rapid growth. It wouldn't be the first time the Nine have meddled in the background and done some crazy things with Cabal-related enemies. Anyway, so to deal with the Imperium, you're going to take on the role of a renegade. As a Guardian, you're going to smuggle, sabotage, bounty hunt your way to the top of the Lawless Frontier. And that means you're going to be working with the shady syndicates to build your influence within Tharsis. But ultimately, like, this is for the right reason. You're being the bad guy to do the right thing because you can't really ignore this prophecy of extinction that showed up at the end of Edge of
right?
Fate. Yeah.
So, I mean, you mentioned Drifter. We have a pretty stellar cast here, and there was a new character that we showed off in there.
Yeah, we showed one of our new characters. That's a new member of your crew.
Of
who
course.
comes from the Praxis Order, actually.
Wow.
And they've been tasked with tracking down reports of dredging activity across the Lawless Frontier. And they've also been tasked
Wow.
with
Oh, we're talking about they. So it's not even a she, even though it looks like it has tits. You can't tell if it's a woman or not. You know, it looks like it has tits, but we're calling they. You're not calling her her. Cool. Just might as well call it. You know, whatever.
keep an eye on Drifter because he's been seeing and saying.
I'm telling you, we have not had a normal white chick since Amanda, and they killed her, and they refused to bring her back.
Stuff lately, and this is all being done in defiance of the Vanguard. So this Praxis Order is kind of here to kind of be oversight of everything that's happening. We've got a bunch of new villains too, alongside the criminal syndicates and their bosses.
And the Death
We
Star.
just don't want to spoil too much right now. We're gonna have more on the story.
Guys, it's a secret. Last time we told you about our secrets, and we want to keep it a secret about the secrets, so that when you find out the secret, you know it's a secret.
Closer to launch.
All right. So we've got smuggling, sabotaging, bounty hunting, wearing clothes, doing crime.
It's important.
Let's talk about the gameplay.
Yeah, so being an individual means crimes and clothes. We've established that going forward. So
I
one
fucking
thing
hate
to
it.
make sure is clear here, like in the campaign that has a bunch of story missions, it's going to...
I will say that I do think it's going to be better than Edge of Fate. It's going to piss me the fuck off that it's Star Wars bullshit, but I can tell you already that it's going to be more enjoyable than rolling around as a fucking ball the entire time. I think the bar is so fucking low that I got to be fair about this. I think this is going to be far more, like, it looks like it's going to be the Tangle Shore 2.0, and maybe that's being hopeful that it's even enjoyable, but I think it's going to be better than Edge of Fate, because Edge of Fate was fucking awful.
Introduce you to also the jobs that you'll be taking in addition to those story missions within the Lawless Frontier. So you'll be kind of climbing the ranks of the criminal underworld here because the syndicates are not going to trust you out the gate. You kind of have to garner influence with them before they're going to help you out in dealing with the Imperium. And so
they removed vendors and reputation in the game, only to bring it back as a activity in Renegades. Is that what I'm getting? Was that what they're saying? You're going to have to build up reputation with these factions, which we've also had factions before, and Bungie removed those too. But we're getting all that back in a paid DLC. That's the selling point. Vendor reputation. By the way, vendor reputation was free. That's the selling. That's your golden goose. That's the end game. That's not end game. That's the main objective is vendor reputation. You can't make this shit up. When you stop to think about this shit and you think about the wider emphasis, you get Star Wars out of your fucking brain and you aren't sucking the dick of Star Wars and you stop to think about what they're actually selling you, you're like, what the actual fuck?
And at the conclusion of the campaign, once that Imperium's chokehold is kind of loosened on Tharsis and the Lawless Frontier, you unintentionally kick off a turf war between the three syndicates. Because now they're all vying for power.
Oh, spoilers!
The top
Who gives a shit? By the way, I don't care.
Power hierarchy. Yeah.
And so let's talk about this. In December, the Lawless Frontier is coming. It's not.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but this seems so fucking boring. Someone's like, guys, like you here. Tell me, guys, which is more exciting to you? Which seems more interesting? This screen? If I pull it up, this screen for syndicates? Or this screen? This screen? Or this screen? symbols, and it's really it looks it's not the biggest best thing, but it's at least unique. And then this thing, like you have 3 dots on a fucking screen versus you've got an entire panel. Free game, paid. Free, paid.
Not just like a concept, it's an activity.
Yeah, and I know we're showing something on screen right now that like is like when you go through this like daily ritual of dealing with contested territory, you'll be able to like target the syndicate you want to kind of like take down in that moment. But ultimately, the Lawless Frontier is a new activity where you'll be carrying out a variety of those missions, those smuggle, bounty hunt, sabotaging. I think you kind of can tell what they're going to be all about just with the name of them. And this is you just partnering with and against the syndicates. And so it's fast, it's tactical, and it's going to throw a ton of enemies and a variety of objectives within each.
I like that part. I'm going to be very honest. Shit ton of enemies, making things far more exciting. The biggest thing that I have a problem with the Portal is that it's a bunch of enemies, but they're spread the fuck out. Like it's like pockets of enemies, and it's just not as exciting. Give me an open world, like a big activity with a shit ton of enemies, like Onslaught. Like, let me go ham. So I like that. I do. We're here. I'm fair. I think that's exceptional. That is a great thing. The more enemies, the better. Make that shit fun.
Each of these jobs at your fire team in new locations across Mars, Europa, and Venus. This is all about big, chaotic co-op action within the Lawless Frontier. Yeah.
Cool. And then when you're
and I think the emphasis on co-op is a good thing because most people weren't even fucking playing with people. That's good.
working with the syndicates, like I expect to be paid when I take on a job. Like,
Sure.
what are they going to be giving us?
Every criminal does.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean? So, well, like one thing just to like talk about at the top, because Tom and I are really excited about this, the creative lead on Renegades. The Cabal have been
So
dropping
fucking
bombs in your head
stupid.
for like.
This is so fucking stupid, dude. It looks so fucking stupid. It's not even cool looking. They put clothes on. Like, what the fuck is this shit? It's so fucking bad.
8 years now, something like that. And so with one of our Renegade abilities, we kind of get to turn the table on the Cabal and drop one on them. It also supplies you some ammo and stuff too, some nice convenience there. But the campaign ultimately like introduce you to a number of these abilities. And the
Correction, these are mechanics. That is a scam. That's a lie. They're not abilities. They're mechanics.
Turf War, you'll actually choose which syndicates you want to pledge.
So what you saw, the Vex lost their job, and so now they're homeless.
In order to unlock more abilities and a bigger suite of
Yeah, the Vex are sucking dick around the corner at the bar.
upgrades. Also, depending on which syndicate you're pledged to, there will be other bonuses and weekly shipments coming into Tharsis as well.
Yeah, guys, didn't you know the Vex got fired from Maya Sunderesh? They got fired, so now they're sucking dick around the corner. Yeah, they do you shove your penis through their eyelid and they suck you off.
And then I have to give a shout out to James Sy. He's frankly one of the biggest Star Wars nerds I've ever met in my life. But he was talking about the blaster and that feel the first time he shot it. Like, let's talk about him.
Yeah, I love that blaster, and because like my personal joke is it's like Forerunner at home. It's kind of like a legendary version of that exotic, and it just feels fucking incredible. Oh, sorry, it feels incredible. Excuse me.
Wait, what did you say?
It just feels fucking incredible. Oh, sorry, it feels incredible. Excuse me. For kids at home.
What the fuck was that? I've got to cut that. That's going to be a soundbite.
Frankly, one of the biggest Star Wars nerds. First time he shot it. Like, let's talk about him.
Yeah, I love that blaster, and because like my personal joke is it's like Forerunner at home. It's kind of like a legendary.
So it's legendary. It's not even. It's not even exotic.
Incredible. Oh, sorry. It feels incredible. Excuse me. For kids. At home. So we're going to have a weapons deep dive close to launch. I know I keep saying that. There's a ton of the Vidoc. There's even more to be talking about in the next few months. But what we can say about blasters right now is they're new, powerful weapons in your arsenal, and they actually draw ammo straight from your reserves, Dylan.
You missed a lot,
The mechanic
Firestone.
of this is basically heating up the gun and then venting it out. So no reloading technically. But
Okay.
since you have to like charge up heat and you have to think about overheating, it's a whole mechanic and has its own special reload associated with it. And so it's going to be all about finding like the rhythm of pace and battle between building up heat and venting it. It's really fun to play around with, and the team is really honing in on something like that feels really special and new. It's cool.
All right.
It's cool, yeah.
So we're not going to go too deep on campaign because spoilers. We want to let players
Yeah,
discover.
spoilers, because there's probably nothing much fucking there, by the way. But just like Edge of Fate, there wasn't much to hide with that.
that.
Yeah.
We've talked about the Lawless Frontier, but one of the
By the way, just so you know, there's not going to be new lost sectors, no strikes, probably no PvP maps. The sounds like the activity is just doing bounties. And then the dungeon, that's going to be the thing. Even though we've had 2 dungeons in a year, in a raid, now we just have a raid in a dungeon. So you're actually losing content for $40. So I feel like this is probably going to be worth the $20 market at this point. Unfortunately, he's probably not going to be worth the $40 because it's probably going to be shit.
opponents is invasions.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna unlock
Gambit.
Invasion as part of that turf war we've been talking about.
Yeah,
The Syndicates
Gambit.
are like reaching out to you, and they're giving you
Invasion. It's literally Gambit 2.0.
contracts to play Hitman.
That's why they gave up on Gambit, by the way. Gambit died so that Invasion could be sold.
Against other Guardian crews. So it's 1 versus 3. It's you versus a Guardian crew on the Lawless Frontier. And like we said in the Vidoc, Invasion is 100% opt-in for both the invaders and the defending fireteam crew. But don't worry, because all of the difficulty modes, there's always an option that is available to you if you don't want to engage in Invasion. Yeah, we wanted to make sure that, because like even though some people love that PvE chocolate mixing with that PvP peanut butter, we wanted to make sure that if you didn't want to do that, there's always an option for you to do something else within the Lawless Frontier.
And then if you do opt in, though, there's more rewards or incentive, right?
I mean, yeah, you're like asking, you're basically saying, hey, Fireteam, I'm open to having another Guardian come and wreck shop and mess my day up, right? And so you're taking a higher risk. So therefore,
Guys, we're going to probably, either it's going to go 2 ways. Either it's going to be very marginal buffs, or they're going to overtune it to where you get some really good shit from Invasion, and it's going to piss everyone the fuck off because they're stuck having to do Invasion even though you said you didn't have to.
there's a
It's gonna go either one of 2 ways.
reward depending on how you handle that, right?
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so that covers gameplay effectively. We do have a dungeon. We showed a little tease, but again, no spoilers. We'll let you discover that on day 1. Let's talk about the last thing that players may have seen, or the first thing, honestly. We saw chat blown up. Let's talk about the saber.
Right. So, yeah, this
God
is
damn it.
Destiny's homage, right? It's our love letter to the Star Wars lightsaber.
By the way, there's a difference between inspiration and homage and a copying of the lightsaber. And I'll give you a perfect example of a game that I have played. Sword Art Online Gun Gale Saber. I played this game. This right here, you can't see it. God damn it. There you go. That is inspiration, right? It's very obvious it's a fucking lightsaber, but they don't make it sound or act like a lightsaber. They don't use it outside of using it like a fucking sword. But it's very obvious that this is inspired by a fucking lightsaber. 2 people can see the fucking eyes. Like, oh, that looks like a fucking lightsaber. But it doesn't act like one. It's treated like a sword. They clearly see you holding it like a fucking lightsaber. It makes the sound of a fucking lightsaber. It is thrown with like a lightsaber. It's a fucking lightsaber. It's not inspired. You're literally paying to copy the IP. Let's not, lie to people. Just put your dick on the table and say, hey, we put lightsabers from Star Wars in the fucking game. It's a 1 for fucking 1. Enjoy.
And we're calling it the Praxic Blade. Again,
Yes, they already had an Iron Banner lightsaber inspired sword. You are fucking right. Destiny 2 Iron Banner sword. There it is. That is inspired. You can't see it, but like Goomba. That is inspired. This is what happens when you make something that looks inspired by a lightsaber. Razor's Edge. It definitely has the lightsaber vibe. Now, it's not a full-on lightsaber, obviously, but that's more inspired than copying fucking someone's homework.
Again, we'll be sharing a whole lot more closer to launch. I'm really sorry. I feel like a parrot right now just saying the same thing. But what I can say is that the Praxic Blade is going to be highly customizable in both gameplay and visuals.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so there's going to be a ton of parts and components that you'll be chasing and discovering throughout
Oh,
the
I'm
Lost
sure.
Frontier within the turf.
I'm sure, like, it would not surprise me that this is not even, like, I imagine there might be two versions, an exotic that you get to keep and a relic that you upgrade that only stays on on this activity, like in this section of the expansion. Like, I guarantee we're going to get a lightsaber exotic, and then we're going to get one where you customize it, because I guarantee you're going to have all the cool, like, force choke abilities and shit they're going to try to sell and pump up your ass.
Or within the dungeon itself, and this is all about kind of making the Praxic Blade your own. And you saw it in the Vidoc, but the blade really does feel truly exotic right now. You can do things with it that no other weapon can do in Destiny, and I really can't wait till players get their hands on it here in a few months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So when they can't use the Star Wars IP, does that mean they will have to delete the lightsaber? No, that's not how that works. A good example is Halo, right? If you boot up the Master Chief Collection, you can play Halo 2, and in the one of the last, close to second last missions, I forgot what's called, you're on High Charity. I think it's High Charity. You can hear Breaking Benjamin break out at the final end of the mission, where it's an all-out Covenant war. Your Master Chief, your guns are blazing in High Charity, and Breaking Benjamin is busting out. You're like, hell yeah. It's still in the game because they paid for the rights for it to be in that game. Now, the remaster version of Halo 2 does not have that, because in order to sell the remaster, like to do the remaster, the remake of it, they would have to pay for the rights again. But the base version already had it. They already paid for the rights to have it. It's okay to stay there. Now, if they try to do more Star Wars, that there's like a contractual like obligation, I think, for what they can actually use the Star Wars IP for. And outside of that, because usually it's like Godzilla, right? Godzilla, you have to work with whatever the company was to meet their expectations, and you have to use Godzilla in specific ways. And they have to sign off. They have to check mark how you use their IP. And they give you the green light, you're good to go. So you can't just, once you get access, you can't just have free reign to an IP and do whatever the fuck you want with it. You still have to meet guidelines and certain things that the original IP owners want you to use it for. It's like you giving the rights for people to use your own personal like image, right? If someone tries to sell it, obviously I can take someone's picture and edit it and not sell it. But if I were to sell something and had your picture on it, I have to get your approval, either pay you or get the okay to use your image. And then I have to get you to sign off in the way, like if I make you look like, an ugly zombie and you don't want me to make you look like an ugly zombie, you can say, I deny you access. If you try to sell that, I'm going to sue you, right? So that's the kind of thing when you're working with IPs. It's a long process. They can't just do whatever the fuck they want, which is why it's more Star Wars and less Destiny.
that's it for Renegades. We have 2 more big subjects to go through today. So thanks for running us through that.
Of course.
Our next section is going to be all about quality of life. It's going to be
okay. I'm going to hold off on the quality of life because quality of life is free. So this is my take on the Renegades reveal. So far, I think it's going to be better at base than Edge of Fate when it comes to gameplay. I think the story is going to piss me the fuck off because it's just Star Wars. And if I want to play Star Wars, I would go play my favorite Star Wars game, The Force Unleashed, but the second one's the first one's phenomenal. If you haven't played, it's an old game. Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, phenomenal game. Fantastic game. Love it. This shit's going to piss me off. So it is very obvious that it's a cash grab, and any content creator that's telling you that Destiny's back, no, Star Wars is back. Destiny's not back. When Destiny has to rely on another IP to actually sell itself, it's not back. It's back with a crutch. It's back with someone holding it by its diaper. Destiny's not back until Bungie can make a Destiny on its own standalone expansion without having to clutch the pearls of a famous IP to get people to fucking buy and play the game. Right now, this isn't back. This is maybe surviving, not thriving. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. As always, don't forget to game out. Huzzah.